Hello and welcome to the release webinar of the Anybus Wireless Bolt II. The sequel to the Anybus Wireless Bolt has been very popular for wireless connections on machines. My name is Thomas Karlsson, Marketing Communications Manager here at HMS in Halmstad, Sweden. And we also have the Anybus Wireless team behind the camera here today, taking any questions you may have during the webinar. So shoot any questions you may have during the chat function and we'll take them here during the webinar. And with us in the room, we have Samuel Holst, Product Manager for the Anybus Wireless Bolt II. So welcome, Samuel.
Thank you.
And also Anders Stålheden, Field Application Engineer, has been working many years with wireless. So welcome, Anders, as thanks. Samuel, I thought we'd start by backtracking a little bit and talking about the wireless Bolt from a general point of view, because this product has been on the market now for 5 or 6 years. It's been very popular with machine builders to get machines hooked up to Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. From your experience, what is it that users say that they appreciate with the wireless Bolt?
Well, first off, it's many of the same things that you appreciate in your everyday life with wireless equipment. You don't have to deal with the cable clutter and
we like that.
Not being tethered to your devices. But then specifically for the industry, you'll get reduced cost and reduced downtime, for example, because you don't have to deal with cable maintenance or the wear and tear of cables. It's also easier to expand your production line, for example, or doing changes to your setup because you don't need to install additional cables or additional infrastructure products.
Exactly. And there's also the form factor, which has been very popular, that kind of integrates into the product.
Yeah, that's one of the main selling points, I would say. It's a hole-mounted option and how it integrates into the design of your device. So it kind of melts in.
Right. So that takes us, of course, into the new product, which also integrates into the machine. But it is a bit different. I can see just by looking at it, it's a bit bigger and it's also white.
Yeah. True.
So tell us a bit about the news.
We started from the ground up, basically, to redesign the product and taking our learnings into account. So we have a much more sturdy design. And also we have overhauled the complete platform or the system around it. It's now based on a more modular system with Wi-Fi 5 compared to the old Bolt that was an embedded system, which was good in many ways, but it's a bit more limited when it comes to expanding it for future applications.
Right, so more versatility for the future with this.
Exactly.
And if we look at the form factor and the physical appearance, it's I can tell just by holding it that it's a bit more heavy and a bit more rugged.
Yeah.
And I've seen that you've done some testing with it, with dropping a metal ball on it from in freezing temperatures. Tell us a bit about
exactly.
that.
That's one part of the verifications we do. So we drop a half a kilo metal ball. I think it's from 1 meter over 1.20 centimeters, something like that. While the casing is frozen down to, I believe it's minus 65 degrees.
Okay.
And of course, it's survived with ease.
Right. So a very sturdy product indeed. So tell us a bit more on the inside. You mentioned a new build with Wi-Fi. Tell us more about the inside.
We have as you can see on the picture here, we have a new MIME antenna for starters. That's directly underneath the casing, which helps us use the benefits you get from Wi-Fi 5 in a good way, improved coverage and capacity.
Anders, tell us a bit more about that choice.
Yeah, over the years we've seen our customers come up with applications that need higher and higher throughput and band data rates. So I think Wi-Fi for our customers' applications is the way to go.
Right, that's something that we have seen over the years. And it's new on the inside, but we also have a new graphical user interface. Samuel, tell us more about that interface and how people interact with it on screen.
Yeah, that's something we're quite proud of. We worked a lot at Anybus with improving the usability of our products and also having a consistent look and feel among the product lines. So this graphical user interface is based on the same concept as we have for our new gateways. So it's more focused around on the use cases rather than individual settings, which makes it much easier to understand from someone who's maybe not experienced with the technology behind all the settings. Right. And it's also a very efficient way to export the settings and import them into other products if you want to copy the settings for several devices, for example.
But a new interface and a new screen that meets the customer.
Yeah.
Anders, from your point of view, where do you see the typical use cases? What are the problems that you think people will try to solve with the Anybus Wireless Bolt II?
I think one of the main use cases is a cable replacement. And with this new product, we have support for something called WDS, which is short for Wireless Distribution System. I'm not going to be too technical, but basically it provides layer 2 transparency. So if you have a regular Ethernet frame, you have 2 address fields, source and destination, which is all you need on the wire, right? So you go, the frame is coming from here and it's going there. In an 802.11 wireless frame, you actually have 4 address fields. And with the WDS, we can make use of all the 4 address fields. So again, achieve full layer 2 transparency, which is, I would say, vital if you're using multiple devices behind the wireless device, or if you're using protocols that are operating directly from layer 2, such as Profinet.
Right. So in a Profinet network, that will make life easier for the automation engineer when cable.
Much more so, yes.
Excellent. Samuel, where do you think that we will find the use cases for this when it comes to different markets and different? Where will it be used, so to speak?
Yeah, of course, I think it will be used in many of the same cases as the classic Bolt, but also since we have the improved robustness and ingress protection, I think we will see more uses in applications like food and beverage,
right,
which has very
specific, a lot of water and cleaning processes.
Yeah, exactly, and also for automotive industry, for example, which also have very specific requirements.
Okay, excellent. And Anders, you also provide services around this. So tell us a bit more about the services that we provide.
Yeah, that's right. Not all products are hardware. So we also provide FAE services. So we can do site surveys. We also do predictive site surveys. If you just get some blueprints or floor plans, we can make sort of a simulation. So the customer will know how many access points they need and also where to place them. And of course, we also do on-site surveys. And we also do protocol analysis and spectrum analysis and general troubleshooting.
Right. And it all boils down to shortening the time it takes to get going with it. Yeah. Okay, so guys, you convinced me. Where can I buy this?
Well, from us, of course, and our distributors. We're ramping up the production now and taking orders as we speak.
Okay, excellent. It's already available. Yeah. Anders, Samuel, thanks very much for talking to us today. And thanks very much for listening. If you want to know more about the Anybus Wireless Bolt II, visit our website at anybus.com, where you can read more about the product and also where to buy it. Thank you very much for listening.